because I'm a process guy, I can help people get to the outcomes they want to get to, but it is a process of facilitating to get to that. It is sort of an event-based team building effort.
When we started off, the facilitator said something that was really important. He said, my role is to help you ask the right questions, not to give you the answers.
I typically believe that teams have what they need inside them to grow forward. And if they don't, we'll uncover that in this process. And then you go hire a consultant to bring you the answers. I worked for the Lego company for about 3 years. We developed and sold and trained people on a technology called Lego Serious Play that at the time my son, who's now 18, was 9. He said, "Oh, Dad, this is simple. It's Lego for grown-ups."
This training was very different. Of course, the goal of the Lego experience was to think with our hands. And we had to discern how the Legos that we put together had meaning.
I love to put abstraction out in front of them, build me a model of innovation, build me a model of leadership. And with that, you're taking this sort of broad concept and saying, okay, well, here's what I think it means. And there's a model about it, there's a story for it.
What Jody did with the Lego process was facilitate how we could construct what we were currently doing and the limitations of what we were currently doing, and then build with Legos how we want to be as a company. And we were trying to build a new culture, we were trying to build new goals and missions and a vision for the company, and then take this to the cohorts of the European and Asia and African units that we had, and explain to them in this fun model what the culture of what this company will be.
Inevitably, there are places in an organization where things are working well. And I really like to sort of build on those strengths that they already have. But at the same time, I want them to think out a little bit, not quite visionary, but in a more practical sense, what's going to make us an ideal organization. Here's where they build together. So we say, oh, well, I like a piece of Mary's model over there, and I like a piece of Jose's model over there. Let's put those here in the middle. We'll start with that. They have a conversation about what they've heard about the ideal organization, what they think it could be. And then they go to build the model, and together they are co-creating this future state. And that is a very powerful mental model and mental mechanism for them to go through, and a great process, because now, together we've built this, together we've said, here's our story for the ideal. And now the question becomes, how do we get there?
We actually left it in our lobby for people and used it as a centerpiece when people came to our company to say, this is what we were, this is what we're trying to be, and you can test us anytime along the way, because this is where all of us are trying to go as a team.
What I observed during our time together is that the staff members were relating to one another in a way that I had never seen before.
When you're using the Legos, you start thinking differently. You start thinking metaphorically. So you get out of that rut of, oh, we could just do this. You start looking for multiple right answers.